everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. So again, we're continuing to move forward with weight loss and fitness planning week, and of course stocking your fridge is a part of that process. So in today's video, I'm going to show you my organization, and I'm going to kind of walk you through some things that I purchased for this whole keto lifestyle that I'm trying to do. And so this is kind of going to be like a 2-on-1 video. It's going to be like my organization, how to keep a organized fridge, because I'm trying to add more types of videos to my channel. And so definitely want to include organization videos because I love organizing things. Now my life doesn't always look like this. It gets chaotic, and so don't get it twisted. My fridge doesn't normally look like this. And so by the end of the week, I'm sure this whole fridge will be a hot mess. And so that's one part of this video. And then the second part is just what items I purchased for this keto lifestyle. So it's going to be a keto fridge / organized fridge. And so I'll walk you through everything that I use to organize this fridge. Of course, it's kind of high maintenance because in addition to cleaning the fridge, you've got to clean each of these individual bins out as well. And so you got to keep that in mind before deciding to organize. But I do believe in organization. I think it's the best thing to do if you've got the time to maintain it. And I do. And so we love keeping things organized. I'm working through my whole house trying to get things in order for 2018. And so this was part of the process, organizing my refrigerator. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it and make sure the kids put things back into place, and just keep an eye on things that are out of order. And I'm okay with that. I've got the time to do it. And so I'm going to walk you through everything, and I'll tell you, of course, where I bought everything from, because of course these bins didn't come with the refrigerator. I had to purchase them separately. And so of course I'll link that below if you're interested. I did have a lot of people on my Instagram ask me where I purchased this stuff from. So I'll tell you that as well. And I'll pull things out so that way you can see sizing, and then we'll just talk about what's in each bin. So let's get started, because you know I can ramble. And we'll start with the top shelf here. As you can see, I try to kind of have a system to things. So the top shelf here, I try to keep like my eggs here, my seasonings, my meat and stuff like that, and my dairy stuff. So I try to kind of have a rhyme and reason to things. Doesn't always work out that way, because as you can see, there is some cheese over here, and there's some cheese in the drawer down here where I'll show you as well. And so let's take a closer look inside of the fridge and see how I've got things organized. Okay. So the first thing that I've got here is my little meat corner. I did shuffle some things around to kind of keep all my meat together, keep my dairy stuff, and then I've got herbs and then eggs there. And so this is some pork shoulder for a recipe that I'm making this week, actually tonight. And so that's going to be yummy for some pork carnitas keto style. And then I've also got some bacon in here, and as you can see, this opens up pretty easily. I do have 2 more of these bins here, but I couldn't fit them in here, and so I've got them stored away somewhere. But as you can see, they're a really good size. And I normally just use even the other 2 for more bacon, like turkey bacon, and then I'll use it for like sausage too. So I love that, and especially since they can flip up, you can pull it out. You can store meat in there, like deli meat. I did do that at one point as well. So that's my little meat corner. Got a little more meat over here too. So in this bin, I love these. I've got a whole row of them. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This one right here has a little turkey thighs and some corn. As you can see, it's a really, really good size, and it's good for tight corners, so you can just kind of pop it in and pop it out as needed. And so that's what I've got there. Next bin here, I've got some more meat. Let's pull that out so I can give you an in-depth look of that. And so within here, I've got some pink salmon that I'm going to use for salmon cakes for lunch. And then I've got some pepperoni for snack. And I've also got some salami for snack. My family loves lox and bagels, so I use this a lot for that. This is wild Alaskan salmon, and so we top our bagels with that. I can't have bagels, of course. We use a little capers, some salmon cream cheese, some onions, some tomatoes. It's really, really good. I know it's a New York thing. My husband's from New York, so he taught us to love these. And so that's what I've got here. I can have the salmon, but I cannot have the carbs, which is okay. I've got some stuff that I'm gonna work with for this week, so I'm not really concerned with that. And so that's what's in here. And then my next thing is my dairy bin. So we've got some egg whites here. And then we've also got some sour cream. We've got some salmon cream cheese that I told you about. And then we've got some regular cream cheese for a recipe that I'm making. All right, next bin, of course, these are all the same size that you can see. I just pop them in, pop them out. It's really easy. Next thing, I'll go ahead and pull it out. I've got some strawberries here, and then these are my herbs. I've got some basil, which I love basil. I've got some chives, love chives. And then the last thing I've got in here is some dill. So all of this is going to be used for recipes, or has been used for recipes throughout this week. Again, it's a fitness week on my channel, so all of my videos have been geared towards that. So next row, oh, that's self-explanatory, eggs, lots of eggs. I love these egg containers. And again, they're really good size. And you literally just pop the top off like that. So I love these. All right, so the next bins, and again, it's not really organized. I mean, it's organized in the bin, but it's not organized as far as a row of one thing. So, or a corner like this is, that's the meat corner. So let's get right into this next row. I'm gonna pull these out just so you can see what's back here. And so this is a nice size bin. I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these bins, and they're stackable, so you can, if you have lower level items, you can just stack another bin right on top of here, and that way you'll have 2 bins. Or if you have a really long freezer, or you have more space in between your shelves, you can stack these up, and so that's pretty cool. So what I've got in here is just some coconut oil, 2 jars. I've got some ground flaxseed. Some of this stuff I can have, some of this stuff I can't have. I've got some green lentils, and then I've got some rice and some almonds. And so I don't think I can have green lentils. Or I'm not going. It says it has 20 carbs. It says it has 20 grams of carbs. So we will not be having lentils. And I don't like lentils anyways. I used it when I was doing the vegan thing. And so that came in really handy for that. So that's what I've got here. And so I just kind of keep that tucked back here. And that way I have more space for these. I love these little square bins. And so as you can see, they're also a pretty good size. And so in this first bin here, I use it as my cheese bin. Normally I do my shredded cheese in here, but I did go ahead and toss this provolone in here as well. And then I've got some sharp cheddar, and I've got some Parmesan. All can be used for keto. I love cheese. That's one thing that drew me to keto, because I said, if you can have cheese and you can have bacon on keto, then yeah, we're gonna try it out. And again, I know it's gonna be a journey. It's gonna be difficult, but I'm up for the challenge, and I think that will help, the fact that I can have those 2 things. And so we've got another square bin here with some jalapeno peppers, and then we've got some tomatoes, and we've got some hummus. I absolutely love hummus. I'm gonna be using that and dipping some celery in there as a snack. So that should work perfectly. Now, if y'all see anything in here I'm not supposed to have, let me know. I tried to do as much research as I could to make sure I was eating the right stuff. But if you know that I'm not supposed to have something, kindly tell me. Because y'all be popping off sometimes. I need y'all to tell me kindly, hey girl, you're probably not supposed to have that. And I would consider replacing it with something else or omitting it. We'll see how I feel. All right, so we've done this whole entire row. So let's move forward to this row. All right, so we've got a little lettuce back there, which I'm going to use as a snack for a recipe. And then back here, this is all veggies. We've got a cucumber. And then within here, we've got a lot of avocados back here. And we've got some lemons back here. Of course, lots of lemons. And then we've got some limes. We've got some yellow onions, and I know I've got some garlic down here somewhere. Yeah, I've got some garlic down here. And so this is really just a vegetable bin. I just toss all my little veggies in here. And then we've got some green apples down here too, because Miss Addison loves her some green apples. So I had to have her some green apples in here. So that's what we've got in that bin, veggie bin. And so the next thing is also, did I go through this bin yet? Oh, I didn't go through this bin yet. Okay, this bin is a snack bin for the kids. I don't think I did that one either. I'm going all out of order, but it's okay. It doesn't matter because I'm just showcasing everything in the fridge. So I'm trying to go row by row. All right, so this row is actually just for the kids' snacks. So it's pudding in here, and then we've got, this isn't keto, by the way. We've got some Jell-O, and then we've also got a fruit cup back there for Addison. And I think this is Jell-O as well, yeah. And these bins are pretty cool. They're actually for drinks. And so that's why I've got the drinks in here. And then I have this bin as well. So I just decided to use it for snacks. All right, moving forward, we've got more veggies. So that's a veggie bin, and this is a veggie bin. So let me see how I'm gonna pull this out, because this kale I've got a lot of kale in here, which I absolutely love. I'm just gonna pull it out just so you can see everything that's in here. All right, so again, we've got kale here, and then we've got more kale, and then we've got cilantro, which I absolutely love cilantro. It's like one of my favorites. So got to keep a lot of that in here. And then we've got some celery, and lastly we've got hearts of romaine. And so I'm going to be using this for my buns. Like, I'm going to have salmon cakes for lunch, and instead of using bread, which I can't have, then I'm going to use this in replace of that. And so that way it can kind of be like a sandwich. So that's my plan. And then we're going to be dipping that in the hummus. So all of this has a purpose, because in my menu planning, I plan all of my meals out. So I know I'm going to be using all of this stuff that I purchased for the keto diet. And so I'm not worried about any wastage. So that's that. All right. Okay, so that is it. I think I've covered everything now as far as this row is concerned. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with the bottom row. All right, so I've got milk here. As you can see, I've got almond milk in this container. I love rejarring things, if I haven't said that yet. I love rejarring things, so I'll add my milk to these containers. I do have another container, but this milk was too full, and so now that it's halfway, I think I can go ahead and transfer that into one of these. And then of course I have a label, and I'll put on the label that it's 2% milk. So that's my plan for that. And then I've got some almond milk here. Aren't these jars really cute? They're like the old-fashioned milk jars, kind of like that. They're glass. So I've got these on Amazon as well, so of course I'll link that below. And then I purchased these separately, so we'll let you know all the deets on that. So that's what I've got there. And back of here, I've got my smoothie. I actually did 2 videos today. So I recorded a recipe video, which you're gonna see after this video. And so this is the smoothie that I made in that video that I'll be having. And you can make it in bulk and then just kind of store it in your refrigerator. And so I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and drink that when it's time. So let me pull this milk out so you can see what's back here. I can't have any of this stuff, but I'm just showing you how it's organized, because remember, this is a 2-in-1 video, organization and keto fridge video. So I've got some wheat germ, I've got breadcrumbs, which is here, and then biscuits, and then we've got, I can't have that, that's broth. And then this is some cornmeal, and then this is wheat flour. So I can't have the majority of that, so we won't harp on that too much. All right, so we'll put all this back in here, and then we'll move forward. As you can see, I've got a lot of water. I got the little mini waters because Addie loves these waters, but normally I get the big waters. But no worries. We can drink this too, and then once this is done, we'll restock. And then, of course, we love LaCroix. I can't have any of those. I don't think I'm going to have any of those. I'm pretty sure it's probably not a good idea to have any. But the family loves them, so I try to keep them stocked up, and then guests love them. And so that way we'll have drinks for the guests too. And we've already covered this bin, and so that's my bottom shelf. And that's my middle shelf. That's my top shelf. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward with these drawers. I try to keep them pretty organized as well. All right, so the first drawer, we've got some bagels here. I told you we like lox and bagels. I can't have any bagels, but the family can. So we've got some onion bagels here and here as well. Small little amount. And then next thing we've got are these containers here, which are the same size, I believe. Yeah, these are the same size. And they pop open just like the other ones that I showed you above right here. And so these are perfect. So I keep all my cheese in here. Let me just pull it out so you can get a size. So they're a really good size, I would say. Yeah, I would say they're pretty good size. And so I keep my cheese in here. And then this is the same size, opens the same way. And that has my butter. And then back here, we've got some salsa, we've got some mayonnaise, we got some cream of wheat. We love cream of wheat. We are a cream of wheat family. And then I've got some pancakes, which is back here. pancake mix. We've got some gluten-free Italian breadcrumbs, which I can't have, some medicine, liquid medicine that my son takes, and then some baking soda. So that's all I've got here. Very organized. I love organizing stuff, y'all. I'm working on like more organization because sometimes in my mind I want to organize and it just never works out that way. But I do love organizing stuff when I can. All right, next drawer. Now this bin is a little bit bigger than the other bin. So I'm gonna pull that out and then I'm gonna pull this one out just to give you a size comparison. All right, so as you can see, they're pretty much the same size, but this one is a little bit bigger than this one. So just to give you a size, and they may have bigger sizes too on Amazon, but I just decided to go with these two sizes. Okay, so we've got string cheese in here. Opens the same exact way, and so that way, I do also use these for deli meat. These are great for deli meat, and they do lock. And so you've got a little bit of a locking mechanism there. So that's perfect. So you know everything's gonna stay fresh. And remember I told y'all I love rejarring things. I don't even know if that's a word, but I love rejarring things. So I'll like open stuff up and I'll put it in mason jars. And I think it lasts longer when you do it that way. Plus it just looks better in your fridge. So we've got pickles here, which we love and I can have on keto. We've got pepperoncinis, which I'm gonna be using for a recipe. We've got jalapenos. And then we've got more pickles. As you can see, we are a pickle family. We love pickles. Next thing I've got back here are some sweet potatoes. Put that here. And then I've got some yellow onions and I've got some red onions. I love red onions. They're my favorite. Normally I try to pick up a bag, but I couldn't find a bag at Kroger this round, so I at least just picked up a few. So I love red onions. All right, so that's all that's in this drawer. And again, just try to keep it organized. All right, so that's all for the main part of the fridge. And it looks very neat and organized, but again, by the end of the week, I should do a video at the end of the week and say, look, y'all, it don't look like it looked at the beginning of the week, because my kids go through stuff and they don't put stuff back. It's like, you know you took something out of somewhere. Why not put it back where you got it? I put it there for a reason. They don't think like that. So whatever, you know, it's not a big deal, but I do like to keep things in order. And so the main part is done. And so the side part isn't really any keto stuff. I mean, there's some stuff that I can have, but it's not really like any keto specific stuff. So we'll walk through that just a little bit. Okay, again, remember I told you I like jarring stuff. So we've got a whole bunch of different jars of different stuff up here. We've got some capers. I love capers. So we use that for our lox and bagels. Well, not me. They will be using them for the lox and bagels. And then I've got some other stuff here too, because I like jarring stuff. To me, it just looks prettier. And I think it keeps it fresh longer too. So it has dual purpose. More canned stuff, just some random protein shakes and condiments. So this really is like my condiment side. And so that's where I keep like most of my condiments and stuff. And then the bottom shelf, I do have that chocolate that I used for my recipe, the cacao chocolate. So you'll see this in my next video that you'll see. So I'm hiding that back there so the kids won't see it, because if they see it, they'll eat it and I'll be mad. I think I can also use this organic Dijon mustard. And so some of this stuff I can use, some of this stuff I may not be able to use. So this is really like my dressing shelf. And then this is like my, I don't know, it's all over the place, but it looks organized. At least in my head, I feel like it's organized. So that's what's on this side. And then again, more stuff that I rejar, because again, I just like putting stuff in new containers. That's just what I like doing, y'all. I know it's a lot of work, but I like it. It makes me feel good. And so that's all that is. It's just more stuff that I've rejarred. And that is it, guys, for this refrigerator keto style and organization video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, make sure to put it in the comments box below. Anything that I purchased that I feel like you guys may want to look into, of course, I'll put that in the description box with some links there. That way you can get an idea of what exactly I have going on in here. So I thank you guys so much for watching. If you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe. And also, I need for you really to like this video. because I'm going towards a different direction. I'm still going to be adding planner stuff on my channel, of course, because that's my heart, but I'm going to branch out and add different types of videos. So this is kind of the beginning of that. Even though I do have some older videos on my channel with some DIYs and stuff, I'm going to be adding more content to my channel. So I need to know that you like this, because if you like it, then we'll move forward with it. But if you don't like it, then we're going to have to rethink our strategy. So hopefully you did like it, and you will be giving it a thumbs up, and make sure to ask me any questions that you have about anything I purchased. I will be more than happy to let you know. And that is it for this video, guys. And I will see you on the next one.